It's me again. What's up? Um, this is only for entertainment. Let's get that straight away, understood to an overstanding. And I also love women. Not no woman hater. Don't hate women. I only dislike what women do. That's it. It's just that simple. Okay. But this is part two of discrimination that women do. Women laws that put, men in oppression. To be honest, I don't see women's rights as being something real. It just don't. It's really made up, and it doesn't have any sense of equal rights to it. It's not making equal rights. It's not giving equal rights to all men. It seems like more of it's giving like a sense of white women ruling black men. That's what it looks like socially to me, because if I go to work and there's a white woman managing me, that's all in my face. And I'm choosing it. And that's, wow, that's different. Very different to have a white woman telling you what to do or y'all fire you. It's some crazy shit. But that's just one of the ways that oppress black men, specifically black men, because race is an issue. Race is the cause. Race is in your face. Racism is real. Discrimination is real, and it's in your face. And it's not to be hated. It's just used for a judgmental tool. They're tools to be, what you call it? Wow. So, what I was saying before it dawned on me, I was missing something. So, the oppression is like really weird in the social scene, in the media. The way the music is playing, the comedy, the movies, the memes. It's a lot of programming of, how powerful black women are, just women in general, how powerful they are. They always displaying how powerful they are. And it's making no sense to participate anymore in women's rights. And I'm finally going to say why. Because they're the only species that can have kids. And we can't do that. Nor do we need the right to do that. That's your job as a gender, to create. And men just can't do that. We create exterior things. Like we birth and labor on shit like buildings and houses and farming and shit like that. And really, that's where we're supposed to be coming together, is farming, providing for each other. Once a woman creates, she's devising a plan While she's in pregnant mode, while she's in labor, she's devising a plan. She's creating like some instructions for their child, that is coming into this world. So the man in turn is supposed to supply her. We're supposed to supply them with exterior labor as far as food is concerned, shelter is concerned, and in a certain season, a woman is supposed to be laboring with the man, working together. Which brings me to another point. It's funny how a man and a woman could meet at a job and they could, get to know each other on the job and be intimate eventually, and then turn around. Let's say the job, one of them gets fired or just quit, for some reason. And they end up, before they quit, living together or spending more time together. And then once they're not working together anymore, it seems really odd that it's hard to work together outside of the home, or inside of a home, rather. Inside of a home, going to work is easy because you're working for somebody. But when you come home, it's different. It's like all of a sudden I can't work with nobody that I live with, which is totally dumb as fuck when you really think about it, because the person that you're working with on the job, y'all actually making money together and y'all finding ways, and that means if y'all get along enough, you could learn the ins and outs of the motherfucking job. But hey, for some reason, it's just a street rule now, some social rule, that you're not comfortable working or going to another job, working together. Finding another job. Let's say both of y'all quit the job and then you go to another job. But it's not, the impression is not, hey, let's go find another job somewhere else together where we could stay together and keep the momentum going. Wow. I'm learning that definitely when you can't work on the job together, you cannot work together in building a home, a successful home. It's not going to work. It's guaranteed. Because that's the first stage. The first stage is being at work together and creating a plan on how to make more money while you're there. Extra shit. Because you already got the opportunity going. The opportunity is there, and it's nothing more powerful than a black man and a black woman working together, especially in the restaurant industry. The restaurant industry is where it's at. For black men and black women, if they really want to work together, that's where it's at. Feeding each other, making money off of it, catering, event planning, all of this stuff go hand in hand. But if you can't work together on the job that you already have, and that's where y'all met, and you try to take it outside of that job and take it to an apartment, home, house, trailer, don't matter, you take it there, oh my God, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And it's rare that shit is successful. You really have to be focused. You really have to be in tune. You really have to be. And the street shit, the street rumor, it's hard to work with somebody that you on the job and date. It's just, white people know it. They know that if, you get more black couples in there working together, it'll take over the system. We'll find better ways of doing shit. Why do you think Mexicans work so well together? You gotta understand the two components that work well together. It's family. You know, they'll go into a whole corporation and bring their cousin in, or bring their wife in, or bring their daughter, you know, just bring the family in so we can all get to work and then take it home. Their neighborhood is successful. They grow from it. They use their neighborhood as cycling. You know, they're recycling their class. It's a beautiful thing. I see it. So beautiful. You know, fresh Mexican family come into the United States from Mexico, got a little money, but they also got the network, the hookup for living. You know, you go live with Jose for a while and his family, you bring your family up, and wow, beautiful thing, because it's always a party. There's always something going on. Never a dull fucking day. Music, food, the whole 9 yards. This is always going to happen in the Mexican community. And this is the way, you know, it used to be that way in the black community until women start focusing on fucking projects, living in the projects. Oh my God. That shit it did not breed nothing. And it was no recycling. It was a trap. What the fuck it was, and it kept an oppression for black men. You know, so, but you know, hey. Men, black men especially, get it both ways. We get it both ways. You know, in these laws that they set, we get it that way, and then the wife, the baby mamas, the girlfriends, you know, we're getting it. I have to say, a gay man is more successful with a woman than a straight man. Straight black man. Don't even mind if he's a criminal, and don't mind if he's got dope. Don't mind. He's gonna catch hell in this time and era. Mind you, he's gonna catch hell in this time and era because gay women and gay men are so-called taking over, or trying to take over. You know, Lord have mercy. We get it both ways. You know, we get it both ways in finance. You know, now a woman wants to work. She wants to labor. She don't want to have no kids. She don't want to, you know, create a home. Black men, anyway, most of them don't want to create a home, a whole home. They just rather keep this vicious cycle going, like how they say it, punching down on brothers. You know, just punching down. Like we don't have no fucking life force in us or some shit. Like we pets, like we dogs or some shit. You know, but we get it both ways. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not with a black woman, dog. Getting exposed in presence of abusers. Being in the presence of your abuser. Let me tell you something. Black women, very manipulative. Very manipulative. Especially in this time and day. God, it's open, you can see it, and it's like they don't give a fuck anymore. So lying to you, they don't even think or blink twice about it. It's just fall into an act. And funny because when talking to a black woman as a black man, they expect you to come on to them automatically. They expect you to come on to them, and they already have a line in their head going already in their head. They thinking, then what I'm gonna say if he say this. And if you don't come like that, it fucks them up. If you don't come off as just do something different. In other words, you get abused. Okay, mentally abused, and this shit is real. Listening to the social shit, listening to the everything media that black women have to say and saying, it's abuse, and it's coming from black men, but it started with black women. Okay, let's just put this in perspective. Black women who beat their black sons before they would hug them. In my time, the only thing I really seen. So I'm just speaking really for myself, with the understanding that I know I'm not alone. There's some people out here that have been damaged, and they're really thinking about it now. They're really thinking about, well, that wasn't right. Such and such could, we could have. Abuse is abuse. You can't justify striking your child and saying, okay, this is for your good. Ain't no good in pain. That don't feel good. That does not feel good at all. And when it continuously happens, like when it's all the time, and that's the only result that you have as a parent, that becomes abuse. Because obviously that shit is not working. You have some children that if the different reactions of a child getting abused it varies. You got some that fall right in line to what the parent wants them to do. Whatever that is, they fall in line because they don't want to feel that anymore. And the only reason that happens is because, listen, you have to. This parent is giving instructions at the same time with the whooping. Instructions, not calling out your name, cursing you at the same time. That's not love, as a matter of fact. That's real oppression. And it's a continuation, once again, from slavery. And being in the presence of your abuser, some guys, they could look at their moms or their dads, and it's funny because, like I said, in the media is so fucked up. I'm gonna post a video and just let you see for yourself the abuse, the way the social society media puts out the abuse of black fathers. Like, it is so fucked up. It's so sad, and it's in your face, and it's like more. It's like men doing it to themselves. Like, men think that they're better fathers than their father. If you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him initiating your ass. You would not be here. So to go in on your father is you going in on yourself. You're not no good father talking shit about your father. That does not make you no good father. And if you are not a father and you talking about your father, then your ass need to be fucked up. Seriously, you need to be fucked up because your mama ain't shit. And I'm gonna be real, your moms ain't shit. Most moms are not shit. Why? Because they get away with too fucking much. They get away with every fucking thing under the fucking sun. Even if they murder the kid, they get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They getting away with too much shit that a man can't do. And that's not equal rights. That ain't fucking woman's rights. A woman is born with rights over a man. She has a pussy, a vagina that pushes out human beings. And you got a right to do that. Wow, I swear. And it takes, taking on the character of an abuser. We want to talk about how good our moms make us. If you have a caring mother, if you have a caring woman on your team, and she really wants to see you succeed, she's going to give you nothing but good. They're going to give you nothing but good things to eat off of, to feed off of. Nothing else. It's going to be less for this child. I'm going to give this child the greatest thing I know. Because I lived through it, so I got to give the story to my child. I got to. It's the best attitude that a parent can have in order to give their child good character. Having a good, creating a good character in a child takes nothing but love. Nothing but love. Children gonna do dumb shit because it's a dumbass world. You got men looking like women, and you got women acting like men. So when if you don't tell your child your story or give them structure, let them know what type of character they are, then they're going to be a part of this world, this confusing world. And they're not really going to enjoy life because who wants to be enjoying who the fuck really enjoys a protest? Like, it don't make sense to write on your calendar, finna go protest. There's gonna be a protest. You should say some shit like, hey man, I'm going to Jamaica next week with the family. Wow. Instead, taking on the character of an abuser is, you don't know it. You don't know that you're in character until you realize as you get older and you look at other characters, damn, I don't know. You start noticing stuff. Like I've started noticing myself in my last marriage. My marriage was really abusive. Mentally, physically, it was abusive. And I cannot say that I didn't have and play no part into the madness. I can't say that I didn't have a part in it. But I do know that had I known of better solutions, had I had seen better solutions coming up through my family, had I seen better solutions, them do better solutions rather than, men abusing women, arguing, being loud, and once again, being whipped, took effect as I got older. Like, that's the only solution that if you have not been through another solution. Had I not wanted to leave that home, had I not wanted to get the fuck out that house, like I took my 10-speed and I rode fast as I could to a place where I thought it was going to be a little bit peaceful. And I did. I received a lot of peace. But had I known then at that time that it's better ways of handling shit. Because I didn't know I was going to take it with me. You know, love cures all. Had I known that, my marriage probably would have turned out different. Even the first. I was married twice, so even the first marriage, it was fresh. I was young as fuck. You know, I got engaged early in life. You know, didn't have my dreams in pursuit. So I would, you know, take certain directions and end up as a certain character. You know, build certain character at an early age. But thank God, you know, today is the day, and I think I know that I have great character. Either way, it's structured. It gave me structure. It gave me structure in my character. You feel what I'm saying? It gave me structure in my character. Every mistake I made, every situation that opposed itself, it gave me structure to building a character. And I say that the only way that can work also is, you know, hey, when you're looking for yourself, when you're looking for the love in yourself, when you're looking for that passion, that compassion, you want to be compassionate. Like you see dumb shit going on out here. You see somebody fall, you know, what you do? You laugh, or do you go straight to them and ask them, are you okay? Are you alright? What happened? You know, a lot of people don't do that. They'll pull out their motherfucking video camera, record it, and be laughing at the same time and see how many likes they can get. That's how fucked up shit has gotten. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not compassionate, then you're cruel. There's some cruel motherfuckers out here. Like, really cruel. In the workplace, you know, wherever you go, it has gotten to the point where people it's okay to be cruel to each other. You know, especially in relationships. You know, the dirty dozen, you know, motherfuckers joning each other, talking about each other's faults and shit. Like, I don't see what the fuck that builds you up at. I just don't see it. You know, having a character, building my character, it's been a journey. And I know that I ain't gonna take the character of my abuser, and that's gonna take some time for other people. Hopefully some people, you know, it takes no time. They understand because they're looking for the beauty in life. When you're looking for the beauty in life, everything around you is amazing. You know, it's really amazing. When you look down and you see just an ant, you know, and you're wondering, this motherfucker is working. Do he watch TV? Do he do anything else? He don't get stopped by the police? You don't have those problems. And that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my God. Okay, but overcoming the abuse and fighting the urge to abuse. Whew, Lord have mercy. Let me first of all thank my ex-wife. Thank her. I'm gonna thank her because, let me see, one, she brought the best out of me as far as me being creative. Like I built a studio, I started tattooing, I was drawing a lot more, I was painting, you know, I had my own studio going. And, you know, she actually did listen to me. She really did. She listened to me because when I first met her, you know, we were both in apartments. And I didn't want to be in an apartment anymore. And then, you know, my kid's mom, I don't think she ever, no, she did. But the fact is, we were homesteads. You know what I'm saying? Just find a home, find a house, a place with rooms, with some space, some privacy. And she listened. And I told her, you know, it would be the same amount with an apartment than a home. Only thing is, you get more privacy, and we'll have to take care of the lawn and shit. And we ended up getting a home. And doing so, in the process, still being, you know, in the apartment, you know, I got a chance to build my studio and make music, of course, express myself. And I really appreciate that opportunity. And at the same time, she pushed me. She pushed me to limits that, you know, when a black man feels oppressed, it's a shutdown. It's a meltdown. You take your car out right now, you know what I'm saying, and go to a stoplight in the perimeter of the city. Any perimeter. It doesn't matter what perimeter you go to. Inside the perimeter, you're going to see either black boys or black men, mostly black men, standing there with signs saying that they're homeless, or they want some food, or they're looking for some money. You're going to see it in every city. You fuck where you go in the US of A, the Americas. You're going to see the same scenario. Well, go to Canada too. Same scenario. If this is not telling you that this is an epidemic and there is something going on, when you oppress a black man, that's what you see. That you get that effect when you oppress them, and that could be through media too. You know, and that's where it's coming from. Really, it's coming from media. You know, it's women, white women advising black women not to help a black man if you sin. That's what it's saying. And you know, fighting for my rights, my right to speak, my right to lead, my right to hunt, my right to be creative, my right to make fucking money, my right to drive, my right to do what the fuck ever, pick out furniture. God damn, it's so many rights that get taken from us once we end up with a black woman. Now, we get our rights taken, which takes away our integrity. And that leads to oppression after a while, especially if he's not strong, if he don't know what the fuck to do, you know. He goes out with his boys and get fucked up, come home late from fucking another chick, you know, that ain't the shit. That's not helping at all. That's not helping at all. That's not the way we supposed to solve shit. It's not the way. Being creative, that's different. When you're being creative, when you go out with your boys and y'all being creative and y'all come up with some type of product with some shit, and you know, show that bitch. Show her. You know, you ain't studying this shit that she's talking, because you're not helping at all if you're gonna be oppressing. Right? Finding and being ready. Now, there are some women out here. I ain't saying all women. I'm saying there are some women out here that are compassionate. They're there, but they're rare. I'm gonna tell you. You gotta be ready. It's from a black man that are, you know, raising themselves up and trying to sustain their life and want more out of life, and very creative. I'm talking to you guys. Okay, there are some women like us out there. We first have to get out of our heads and stop assuming that, hey, she did like me. When it's only really a conversation that you're having. You're not actually doing something together to see what likes you guys have and see what comparisons y'all have. It's not that way in these times and days. Everybody's on physicalities right now, and sometimes it's good, not putting down in one night stands, not taking away one night stands. Sometimes that is good. Letting off steam and exercising, having an exercise partner, man, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Especially when you're married, you're not trying to commit yourself. Okay? If you just living with the person and y'all don't have no commitment, y'all just roommates, oh my God, don't let her drive you crazy, man. And get that overstanding, because sex is important. Bottom line. Getting out of a funk. Hold up, just be ready. Okay, that's my point from the last subject was be ready for the right one, because you're gonna hear it, you're gonna know it, you're gonna feel it. And I'm gonna tell you, this might sound, kind of weird, but your universal God that sits in you, that has been already through the experiences that you've been through, and that damn near knows what you're gonna do next, is gonna contact you. It's gonna contact you in dreaming. You're gonna get visions, and you're gonna get feelings. All the aesthetics is gonna be there. And when that dream, when you're being contacted, you gotta be ready. That's the sign. That's the signal. Hey, for instance, you have dreamt of this beautiful woman, and she's walking towards you, and the first thought in your head in this dream is, damn, whew. And then you just walk up to her and kiss her, and she's been responsive, but at the same time, she's surprised. So you know the feeling, because these are real feelings inside your dream. These are real feelings. Like you feel this shit. So identify with that feeling, and that feeling is gonna come to you when that person, that woman, appears in your life. You gotta identify with that feeling, and once you identify with that feeling, whatever that dream was, fulfill it. If it wasn't no crazy shit like you flying or what the fuck ever or something like that, you can't fulfill that, but you can recognize the feeling, and once you recognize the feeling, that's your sign, that's your signal. Hey, fulfill your dream. Use it as a stepping stone to get what you want, because you have already said what you wanted. You've already dreamt what you wanted. You've already affirmated what you wanted out of life. And who does not want a life that is comfortable? Meaning you can go do what you want to do. You can eat what you want to eat. You can live where you want to live. You can go where you want to go. Who does not want that life? And not have to worry about money being a factor. Who don't want that life? Oh my God. But getting out of the funk is just, it's about women. But at the same time, me personally can't let that keep me in a funk. Can't let that shit get me in a funk. It's one reason why I do these series is because this is my story, and it's my way of entertaining really myself, because I like looking at myself. I like listening to myself. I listen to a lot of people, but I love listening to myself now. It's a new thing for me, and I like it. Bottom line, I love it, but it gets me out of a funk because now it's a routine. Like, I have a routine. You know, when you're in a routine, you pretty much turn out to be in a what you call it, a tunnel. You're in a tunnel, and you see in the end. You know, you're looking for a completion. You're completing something. Tunnel vision. Yeah, that's what it is. Tunnel vision. It gets you out of a funk. Okay. Tools to use to stay focused. One, I just said it. You know, routine, and being focused on her, especially if she's not helping you. You know, and she's pretty much, you feel oppressed. She comes in the room and you just know she's gonna oppress you. You know, and let's describe oppression for men, for black men. Oppression is disappointment. When a woman shows disappointment, especially a black woman, when she shows disappointment, that feels like oppression. You're a woman lover. If you're a lover at all, period, you're a black man and you love women. You don't want to see a woman, being disappointed. That doesn't feel good for you. Let's keep it real. It doesn't feel good for you, period. I don't give a fuck if you're rich, poor, bummed out. You do not want to see a disappointed woman. You're gonna try to make her smile. You're gonna try to make her happy. You're gonna try to meet, her criteria or what the fuck ever. You're gonna try to do that, and that's automatic. That's in our DNA. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a woman, trying to appease the woman, please the woman, it's just a fact. But when women take over you or take advantage of black men by acting as if they're disappointed or they're oppressed or whatever, or they're abused and shit, oh man, that's black men's oppression every day, all day. Okay. So this is how you stay focused. Be creative. Break the fuck away from the monotony and be creative. Okay? Get into your creative mode. And whatever it is, it don't matter what it is. Shit, pick a lot of shit if you can, and just focus. Just stay focused. Your creativity is the best place you can stay focused. You gotta do something different. Okay? And let's see how women have winged men off of them using religion. My God. That's all I gotta say. And it's not like being hit by someone you love. It's nothing like it. It's just nothing like it. It's nothing like getting hit by the one you love. The one that you own. This is the only person you know. And your life really rests in their hands. But their hands hurt you. And when it hurts, you can't. That's an imprint. That's a tattoo in your feelings. That's a tattoo in your carbon footprint. It's a tattoo. It's tattooed there in your memory. You can't. You can try to forget it. It's always going to be there. It's going to be stored there. Just like any other memory far as the most fun you've had, the most best pleasure you've ever had. It's sitting right there with it. You know, it's just under the pile. It's not going nowhere. And it is such thing as getting over it or overcoming it by not having to think about it or deal with it by using something better. You know, if you have the control of controlling your environment, like changing it up, going places, doing things, then of course that's when you overcome it. Being creative, you can overcome it. You know, it's nothing like being hit by somebody you know. It's not. I ain't talking about. This is my outro too. I ain't talking about, you know, just meeting somebody, you know, for 3 or 4 years or 5 years, and you know, the abuse starts. I ain't talking about that shit. That's building. I'm talking about parents. Point blank period. Parents. You have a parent and your parent abused you. That's something that a child cannot fucking undo. No, it's undone. You can't undo it. Okay, it's there. And the only way you can make it up is by showing them a better time, showing them better ways. That is the only fucking way. And this is shit that lives with you. I don't give a fuck how old you get. You be 70 years old. It's still a story. It's a part of your life. It's your memory. And if you decide to share it with your grandkids, guess what? That shit is available. It happens. Okay? Alright, so going out, I'm gonna leave you with this. Going back to women's rights. We can't have kids. So you guys already own the rights. The social shit that's being developed, wiping black men out of their rights while you're picking up your rights. Like, let this be known. Abortion is killing. I don't give a fuck how you trying to look at it. If you feel as though you, as a woman, have to get an abortion, this does not go to the rape victims. It's not go to them. This is not for them. These are for the women who put themselves in a situation knowing the risk, how high the risk is, but still taking that risk and putting the man in a position where he has to think about it and he has to deal with it and live with it too. That's a lot. And it may not be, nothing that much to them, because obviously it's not, for you to have it in your mental, oh, this is okay to kill this spirit before it even gets here. Hell, it doesn't matter, because when it gets here, are you going to be abusive? Are you going to be whipping, slapping, hitting the child? Spanking the child? Are you going to do that shit? Because if you can kill it, you're damn sure that makes you already an abuser. Alright, but that's me signing out, and I'm still looking for change. Just looking for change. And I appreciate you tuning in. And if you have a comment, whatever, I appreciate it. Comment, good, bad, doesn't matter. Prefer good, prefer something creative.